Hello, my name is Justin Herberger and I am a sophomore at the University of Arkansas. Today I'm reviewing a painting from the Crystal Bridges Art Museum in Bentonville, Arkansas. The painting I am featuring in this video is called Sunset on the River. This is an oil on canvas painting and was painted by George Ness in 1867. George Ness was an American painter who was largely self-taught and known especially for the luminous, atmospheric quality of his late landscapes. The painting Sunset on the River is a painting of a peaceful scene of cows grazing in the pasture with a church steeple in the background. The painting depicts storm clouds threatening, and the clouds seem to unite heavily in earthly things. The clouds uniting heavily in earthly things in the artist world signify natural cycles that signify constancy in the internal. This painting is significant because it uses subtle tonal variety to suggest a hazy atmosphere. The overlapping veils of color unite earth and sky and underscore the harmony of a universe. American tonalism is rooted in the French Barbizon art movement, which emphasized atmosphere and shadow. The tonalist style employs a distinctive technique by the use of colors, middle values, and opposed to stronger contrast and high chroma. This results in an understated and compelling overall effect. The tonalist subject matter is never entirely apparent, but there is no effort to communicate a message or narrate a story. Instead of relating a story, each sensitively chosen color, composition, and line is arranged to create intriguing visual tone. The interiors of tonalist paintings are generally elegant and sparsely decorated, totally uniform, simplified, and indistinct. The figures are usually presented alone in silent contemplation. Landscapes are typically luscious and luminous with an evocative atmospheric effects featuring misty backgrounds illuminated by the moonlight. Tonalist painters were drawn to both the natural and spiritual realms. They sought to awaken the viewer's conscience by shrouding the subject in a misty, indistinct veil of emotionalism. Tonalist painters seem to favor the unconscious states and physiological experiences over reality. Ness's work in the mid-1860s was stylistically influenced by that of the old masters of the Hudson River School, the Barbizon School, and finally by the theology of Emanuel Swedenborg. George Ness's early works reflect the influence of Asher B. Durand and Thomas Cole, painters of the Hudson River School. George Ness, often called the father of the American landscape painting, is best known for his works that not only exemplified the tonalist movement, but also displayed an original and uniquely American style. Following the Civil War, artists began creating romantic scenes of the American West, and the America's love affair with the landscape blossomed. Some of these works depicted Americans' longing for a time and a place unravaged by war. Many artists of this period traveled to Europe to study, and their works were influenced by the French Impressionists. This included capturing effects of movement, atmosphere, and light. George Ness's travels to Europe brought him into sympathy with the emotionalism and painterly practices of the Barbizon School. The most crucial influence on his later works was his immersionism in the writings of Swedenborg, which inspired him to paint landscapes emblematic of the Swedenborg vision of spiritual influx. That is, the infusion of divinity into nature. The Romantic movement lasted longer in America than in Europe. George Ness was influenced by many successful landscape artists of the early 1800s. I chose this piece because it is peaceful and I love the mystic, hazy quality of the painting with the soft colors used. Now, this was the first time I saw this painting in person, and I can say that I've seen it online, and the pictures online do not give this painting justice. It immediately caught my eye when I visited Crystal Bridges.